How we feel about the scuffed filming setup, plus I'm not even in cosplay. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Finn, otherwise known as Kelcor, and I am not a professional cosplayer, but I would like to be. I may not be a professional cosplayer, but I have been posting consistently for almost 6 years, so I do in fact know ball. Ignore the background or lack thereof, I guess I should say. I am in the process of unpacking my room, so that's also why I wanted to get into cosplay for this video, but it is 9:30, so no. I recently graduated college. Yay, I have a degree, yay! And the whole time that I was in college, I still cosplayed, I still filmed all the time, I still posted on TikTok and Instagram. I started YouTube my senior year, which was crazy. So like, I genuinely mean it when I say like, I know ball. And like these like tips don't just apply to college, like this can be for high schoolers too. I also cosplayed in high school. But I just feel like so many cosplayers quit when they go off to college because they feel like it either just doesn't fit in their like college life or they just don't have time. And that's completely valid. Like the purpose of going to college is to be educated. But if you feel like you have to give up cosplay but you really don't want to, just hear me out first. This is kind of just like a chatty video, but this is just kind of my general advice on how to keep cosplaying through college. First of all, obviously prioritize grades. You are going to college to get a degree, and honestly, you're going to college to be on the honor roll, okay? You're smart. Also, mind you, like, I got through college while still cosplaying consistently, and I was on Dean's List and President's List several times. I had multiple semesters where my GPA was 4.0. It's really just about finding the balance. A lot of these tips are like specifically for people going into their first year living in a dorm. But yeah, first and foremost off the bat, prioritize grades. Like never get into cosplay if you have unfinished homework. I know that's hard, and I know that I also didn't always stick to that. But like seriously, if something is due tomorrow, don't be putting that wig on. So homework always comes before cosplaying. And I feel like you guys have common sense, you know that, but I couldn't in good faith not say that. I also lived with a roommate my freshman year. We had to live two to a dorm, so I shared a room with my roommate. And we were super good friends, so I was lucky, and that like isn't always the case for people. So I would say, if you feel comfortable in doing so, be honest with your roommate. Tell them that you want to be cosplaying in the room. Because like, I'm not gonna lie, I have hid the fact that I'm a cosplayer from people. Sometimes I don't need people knowing about my social media presence. But if you can be honest with your roommate, great, because then you don't have to be like hiding your wigs. Like you can style your wigs in your own room. And also, if you're open with your roommate about the fact that you want to sometimes use the room for cosplaying, then you can also like plan around their schedule. I think that is like a big tip, is to plan around your roommate's schedule. My roommate was sometimes home while I was cosplaying and she didn't mind, but I preferred to do it when she wasn't home just because like it felt annoying. Like she didn't care at all. She would just be sitting up in her bed watching Glee, but I don't know, like something about just having like these bright, colorful lights and playing the same TikTok audios over and over, like I felt like a nuisance. So if I knew that she was going to be hanging out with friends a certain night, I knew that that was a night that I would have the room to myself and I could cosplay. Because I do think that that is what stops a lot of people from cosplaying, is like having a roommate. So if you're able to come to an understanding with your roommate, I think that is really peak. I'm realizing I think this video is going to be a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Another tip that I have that is primarily for like dorm living, but I honestly did it all through my time like living in apartments. When you are living in a dorm, you do not need all of your cosplays. You don't even need most of your cosplays. you already aren't gonna have a lot of space in your dorm, so you don't need to like have it get taken over by cosplay stuff. So here's what I recommend. I had like a set of drawers like this, that like the top drawer was like my socks, and then I had like, for some reason, this is a crazy lineup. I had socks and then like first aid supplies, and then the bottom drawer was my cosplay drawer. I limited myself to one single drawer in my dorm. Everyone say bless you. So by keeping it all in one drawer, not only did I have to be like intentional with what I packed, but I didn't let it like be everywhere and take over my already very limited space. And then, so let's say you move in with 5 cosplays in your drawer, you can fit 5 cosplays in your drawer. You do all of those by fall break, and then you can take them all home when you go home for fall break and switch them out. And that's what I did every time. At my school in the fall semester, we had a fall break, a Thanksgiving break, and then obviously like the month-long winter break between semesters. So when I went home for those breaks, I would just take all my cosplays and I would bring the next batch and I would put them in the drawer, and it worked perfectly. I like really recommend that system. It does sometimes suck a little bit because that like, there were a couple times where I wanted to do like impulse cosplays or like follow a trend that needed a certain character, and I did not have that. So it does require you to be a little bit intentional with the cosplays that you choose to bring, because those are going to be the ones that you're stuck with. So you just have to plan out what you want. Also, in regards to breaks, that is like your golden ticket for pre-filming. I would go home for my like week-long fall break and I would work every day and cosplay every night. Maybe not every night. Like I would have a week-long break and I would cosplay like 4 times. If you like, honestly, I genuinely think if you pre-film on all of your breaks, you might not even have to cosplay in your dorm. Like in a week-long break, cosplaying like 4 times, that would leave me with like 150 drafts. I'm not even fucking joking. Honestly, probably more, the way that I film. I really recommend batch filming. I always have at least 30 TikTok audios saved when I'm cosplaying, and usually only like 6 to 9 of them ever see the light of day. My problem has always been that I film more than I could ever post. Like I've never felt like I'm out of content to post. In fact, I know that I have a lot of gems that are just rotting away in my drafts, because before I've like posted everything, I've already done a new cosplay and then I want to post that. So if you're like me, if you're able to get like 30 audios per character, you don't even need to cosplay in college, honestly. But that's like strictly from like the posting point of view. I think the act of cosplaying itself is just really fun. So if you want to be able to do it more than like 3 times a semester, absolutely bring a few to your dorm. But regardless, take advantage of those breaks and cosplay up a storm. Wow, this video is actually going to be like really short. I thought that I had a lot more to say than I actually did. My final suggestion for you, if you want to continue cosplaying in college, is to join a club. A lot of universities will have a cosplay club. Mine didn't, but mine had an anime club, and I actually joined I joined the anime club because I found out that they go to Katsucon every year, like as a club. And I had always really wanted to go to Katsucon, so I've been going to Katsucon for 4 years now, and it's because I joined anime club my freshman year. So I really recommend like joining a club. Then like, it's just good to have nerd friends. Like I have plenty of non-nerd friends and I love them so much, but it's also fun to have like people who are specifically into your interests who go to the same school as you. That's awesome. I wish I had a cosplay club. That would have been so fun. But there were plenty of cosplayers in the anime club, and I was hesitant to join an anime club. Like I wasn't really that into it, but I ended up making friends like spring semester, because I didn't really go fall semester, but I ended up making friends spring semester, and then I ended up as the events coordinator my sophomore year, and then the president my junior year. and I made like a lot of really awesome friends, especially while I was president. And I'm just saying, you never know what could happen from showing up to a club meeting. So show up to that club meeting, especially if there's a cosplay club, because that sounds awesome. Yeah, this is a really short video, but I basically just wanted to say, like, of course, when you're going off to school, the most important thing is the fact that you are at school, but it makes me sad to see how many cosplayers like lose the hobby when they go off to school because they just feel like they can't balance it. Like, I genuinely believe that you can. And if you do just grow out of cosplaying when you go off to college, there's nothing wrong with that either. But as somebody who knows ball about putting on some wigs and then getting all A's, it is so possible. So even if you don't feel like you got any good like tips or ideas from this video, I hope you just feel like you can do it, you know? And that's pretty much all I gotta say. This is probably gonna be like 5 minutes long, but that's okay. I also wanted to say we have over 50 channel members now, and that is insane. I think pretty soon I want to change how I do channel member shoutouts, because I do think it's too long at the end of the video of me just like listing, and it makes it so like the recommended videos can't pop up right away because the end clip is so long. So I want to think of a solution for that, because I want to be able to celebrate all of my lovely, beautiful channel members. And reminder, channel members are actually getting 2 exclusive videos this month. These are all the lovely perks that my channel members receive for $4 a month. And they get all these perks, and on months that I go to a convention, they get an extended cut of my convention vlog. And this month I'm going to 2 conventions, so they're getting 2 extended cuts. And on months that I don't go to a convention, so there's no convention vlog, they get to vote on a completely original members only video. And I've been having a lot of fun with those too. But that's gonna be all for this week's video. You guys can look forward to the Anime NYC vlog coming soon, and I can look forward to seeing some of you guys at Anime NYC potentially. If you see me, please say hi, please say hi. I always feel so sad when people like say that they saw me but they were too shy to say hi. Do not be shy. I promise I don't bite if I can sense that you're pure of heart. Okay, I keep saying that it's over and then talking more. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. You can get good grades and wear a wig while doing it. Bye!
Special thanks to all my lovely channel members: Mayor Mills, Carrie Johnson, E2T, Coradora, SWR, Mafu Wafu 29, Stellar on Cause, Atsusua, I Love You the Last Time, Rebecca Decasepi, 2772, Cosplay Date, Flinch, Shay Ya 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 Ya, Ray of Sunshine, Mary Immortal, Beans for Brains, Ada Hopped, Kaz Cosplays, Winmei Cosplay 33, Val 24K, Kojo Koi Cosplay, Kira Plays Game 1212, Frankie Sludge, Busy Melon Soda 1, Parker 00X, Rotten Vamp 7736, Just Descaraby, Liam Bradley U5C, 15 Shifter, Kainui, Casey Eustaquio 7815, Sasha Sullivan 4227, Fuzzy Cap 00003, Peanut Hazel, Cherry Wolf VA, Arctic Noble, Pixel Phantom 12, Radioactive Crab, Lily Beloved, Moogie Alba, Noah Hoge 1341, Iwa the P, Kooky Cookie, Junie Poopy, Infinite X Void 7605, Meme Z3Q2V, Punishment of Love, Not Pearl 1, Alec Cosplays, 6 of Diamonds, Art Scraps, Starlight Glitter, Unknown 1, Wisteria May, Abigail Arlett, The Witching Hour Cosplays, and UFCR0W420. Thank you so much!